Hi, today I will read a book that was one of my favorites when I was growing up. It involves a little boy and a lot of string. A Big Ball of String, written and illustrated by Marion Holland. I had a little string. It was no good at all. I went to look for some more string to make a string ball. I got more string from a box in the hall. I made it all up in a little string ball. But what could I do with a little ball of string? What could I do with a small string ball? With a big ball of string, I could do anything, 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 anything at all. My mother has string. Look, what a lot. Did she give me some of it? She did not. Stay out of my things, Mother said with a frown. You cannot have those strings. Put them down, put them down. And my daddy has string. Look, what a lot. Did he give me some of it? He did not. That is not a toy. Put it down, said Dad. And boy, oh boy, was my dad mad. So I went out back to the big old cans. There were socks and sacks and pots and pans. And I looked, and what did I see? Strings and strings, and all for me. But here came a man, and he shook out the can. He shook all the things from the can in a sack. He took all the things in a pack on his back. Hey, you with the sack, you bring back my string. He did not bring it back. He did not say a thing. Away went the man, away went the truck. Away I went, and then, what luck! Bumpity bump, the truck dumped with a thump, and there I was, at the good old dump, with bags of rags and old tin cans, and mops and mats and pots and pans, and jacks and tires and sacks and wires and cots and springs, and lots of things with strings. I put all the string on my little string ball. I made me the biggest string ball of all. My ball was so big, and as big as my head, and I looked at my big ball of string, and I said, now I will find a thing of some kind, some good kind of thing to do with my string. I had a balloon like a pig from the zoo. My balloon was so red and so big and so new, that I said, now I know what will be a good thing, and I let my pig go, up, up, up with my string. It went up so high, it was something to see, as high as a house, as high as a tree, as high as the sky, and I said, stop, stop, you are up too high, and then something went pop. It went pop like that, my big red pig. Then it was not fat, or red, or big. It was all in bits, and the bits fell on me, and the string fell too, and got stuck in a tree. So I went up the tree to get down my string, and I said, now I see, that was not a good thing. But I did not mind. I knew I could find some good kind of thing to do with my string. So I got my string down, and I made a machine, with a bike and a trike and a jeep in between. And I sat way on top, on a box with a mop, on the jeep in between, and I ran the machine. Then the bike hit a bump, and the jeep gave a jump, and the trike hit a tree, and the box and the mop came down, kerflop, came down on top of me. So I got a big bump on the top of my head, and it made a big lump, and I sat there and said, that was not a good thing to do with my string in a ball. Not a good thing at all. But I did not mind. I knew I would find some kind of a thing to do with my string. Then I went up to bed. Tomorrow, I said, I will take my string out. I will look all about. I will find a good thing to do with my string. That is what I will do tomorrow, I said. And I lay down to sleep with my string on my bed. But then I woke with a cold in my head, and my mother came in. and she said, "Stay in bed with a cold in your head. Stay in bed, stay in bed." I shot all my darts at the wall, and I said, "Now, how can I get them and stay in my bed?" Then I looked at my string, at my big ball of string, and I said, "Now I know what would be a good thing. I can stay in my bed with my big ball of string. I can play in my bed. I can do anything. With my string on my darts, I can shoot them away. I can get them all back. I can do it all day. I can shoot them about, at the door, at the wall. I can shoot them all out, on the floor, in the hall. I can shoot all my darts, but when they are shot, I may want to look at some books I have got. I can rig up a thing with a box and a hook, and my big ball of string, it will bring me a book. And I can have fun with my books in my bed, with my string and my gun and my cold in the head. But the light should be right when I look at my book. I can pull up the blind on this good sunny day. I can turn on the light if the sun goes away. I can look at my book. I can stay in my bed, with my gun and my string and my cold in the head. Then I may want the cat. She will come to the door. She will jump on the mouse, on the string, on the floor. If I pull the door shut, she cannot run away. I can play with the cat in my bed all day, with my cat and my gun and my books in my bed. I can have lots of fun with a cold in my head. But if I get cold with my cat in my bed, I will want my old gown that is woolly and red. So when I get cold, I can let the string down. I can stay in my bed as I put on my gown. With my cat and my gun and my books and my string, I can have lots of fun. I can do anything. In my bed with my string, I can make my train go. I can make it go fast. I can make it go slow. In my bed with my books and my train on a string and my cat and my gun, I can do anything. I will stay in my bed. I will not get out. If I want anything, I will not run about. I can rig up my bell with my big ball of string. My mother will come when she hears the bell ring, and then she will see how I stay in my bed, with my strings and my things, and my cold in the head. Then mother called up to my room, and she said, "How is your cold? Did you stay in your bed?" "Yes, mother," I said, and I jumped into bed. I jumped into bed with my string in a ball, with my string and my string. I can do anything, 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 anything at all. I can turn on the light. I can put on my gown. I can pull the shade up. I can pull the shade down. I can bring in the cat with a mouse on the floor. I can turn off the light. I can shut the hall door. I can look at my book. I can shoot with my gun. I can make my bell ring. I can make my train run. "Look, mother, look, mother, look, mother," I said. Come and look how I stay in my bed, with my strings and my things, and my cold in the head. I can stay in my bed. I can play in my bed. I can do anything with a big ball of string. The end.